Okay, Joseph from Royston somewhere. I don't know. Hello, Joseph. You're on the air, pal. What's up?
Never heard of Royston? It's the home of Ty Cobb, man.
Ty Cobb?
Come on.
Are you going to be as nasty as Ty Cobb?
No. Oh, really? I frankly don't really know anything about.
Oh, he was supposed. Yeah, I don't either. I heard he was. Do you have a cat?
No.
Okay.
I'm allergic.
Are you? Because today is Hug Your Cat Day, and I didn't want you to miss out.
Okay, well, thank you for passing that on.
Go find a cat to hug.
It's valuable. Well, yeah, but then I'll start sneezing.
Oh, yeah, well.
People don't pay me to sneeze, Neil.
No, that's true.
All right. The first thing I wanted to say is thanks for passing on that good news about the oil well. I'm a diver, and the whole thing just makes me sick.
I used to dive in that. Well, I didn't dive in 5,000 feet, but I used to dive off the Florida coast, so yeah.
Yeah. Florida, you got to go to... Well, anyway, what I wanted to say about the Flotilla incident with Israel, the first thing, the little preface, is that we got to remember that an American citizen was shot once in the back and 4 times in the head over there. And now that's not...
You mean on the flotilla?
Yeah.
Was the American citizen on that flotilla of their own free will, or were they being held hostage?
I mean, it's...
No, I mean, were they there?
Yeah.
Okay, did they have their passport taped to their forehead?
I don't know about that. But I'm not saying that this is controlling, Neil. I'm not saying that should determine your opinion on this incident. I'm just saying that we should take it seriously. And because of that. And
why? Why? No, wait a minute. Israel, now, let me ask you this question. Israel, in my opinion, you may disagree, they have a perfectly legitimate blockade of Gaza, okay? And if somebody elects to try to run that blockade and they are hurt, what difference does it make that they are a U.S. citizen?
Okay, you're right. Now, let's go to the premise of that point, though, is that it's a perfectly legitimate blockade. What's the point of the blockade, Neil? It's to stop strategic materials, right?
Yeah, right.
Why is coriander, nutmeg, cloth, but not clothing, livestock is on that list? Why? This is not about strategic materials. This is about collective punishment, and that doesn't work.
Well, now you see now that okay. Now it occurs to me that is a matter of opinion. I don't know about coriander. I don't know of the different uses of coriander. You might say, well, why are they denying fertilizer? And then all of a sudden we find out that, oh my God, fertilizer is explosive. I don't know. I do know that Israel delivers humanitarian aid to Gaza on a regular basis. And in fact, the humanitarian supplies in this flotilla have already been delivered by Israel to Gaza.
Neil, there's no doubt that the flotilla was trying to pick a fight. They were trying to be inflammatory, and Israel gave them exactly what they wanted.
Yeah.
Israel gave Hamas and Hezbollah a bigger victory than they can ever get on their own.
Well, they gave them that victory because the world, under Obama and the United Nations, the world is predisposed to be on the side of the Palestinians and to denigrate Israel.
No, it's not that I'm predisposed. Believe me, when I saw the footage of those people swarming those Israelis, the Israelis, by the way, had paint guns when they boarded that boat. They had paint guns.
Yeah.
When I saw them swarming them with those metal pipes and knives and big-ass poles and throwing them off the side of the boat, I said, yeah, you're going to get shot when you do that against a commando.
Now, am I right?
But now when I hear, Neil, that nutmeg and ginger, now, listen, Margaret Thatcher was no liberal, right? But she didn't want a complete cessation of violence against the IRA. She wanted an acceptable level of violence because she knew that a counterinsurgency, you have to win the hearts and minds. It's not a liberal thing. It's a strategic thing. Yeah. And the Israelis are only making it worse for themselves. How are we going to get tough sanctions against Iran through the Security Council now? Okay.
Listen, I got 20 seconds. And it occurs, I'm not an expert, but it occurs to me that every reasonable effort that Israel has made to reach a reasonable accord with the so-called Palestinians has been met with violence. Israel continually tries to reach an accord. They are rebuffed with rockets and violence.